all aboard the Calamity Tram. It is time for episode 6. We are embarking and departing. The Calamity Tram accepts struggle bus tickets and visits many of the same destinations. So if you wanted struggle bus Factorio, this might also do. We've finished most of the science build now, I think. I don't know if we've got all the upgrades in, but in theory, if we've got enough assemblers to be doing 900 SPM science, which is pretty exciting. It is a full belt of science. We've got 31 non-upgraded assembler ones in there somewhere. And it's all going through one belt because we've got some tricks of the red science putting it on the belt, the lab's taking it off, green science topping up. Was it over here? I think I saw 31 that were not upgraded. How many do we have over here? It is the 31. Okay, so these are the other assemblers that we need to upgrade. And then yeah, we've got like little bits and pieces of things to do today. When we realized that we were still, 20% away from physical damage 2, which is going to be important for surviving medium biters. I kind of dislike the way that's set up, and so we're going to do it differently because we can. We apparently don't have the splitters with us, so we want to send green ships to the left, and all of this we can also simplify. And this wants to send gear wheels to the right. I think I like that layout better. Does it make a big deal? I mean, we could also pull it back by... Yeah, let's pull it back by one space. Okay, so now we need to redo this again. And then we've got to do... Yeah, whatever. Okay, fine. Actually, that's not going to work, is it? Because, yeah, we need to put the splitter here as well. Yeah. Standard Calamity Tram things. Not poles. Poles have a different role. Okay. Is that what we need it to be? I think it probably is. And then there's bits and pieces down here. Did we end up with random stuff on the end of these belts? I think we're probably fine. We are not fine because this has... Yeah, because we're no longer doing the around and backwards thing. We've kind of switched the directions of which those things were on the belt, which is also fine. It's also a thing we can just correct. Yeah. And then we've also got feeds arriving from different sides. So we've got one feed from the right and another feed from the left, and then this is how we're getting 2 belts of ingredients in so we can get a whole belt of science. And the thing is, we don't actually have the lab speed at the moment, do we? And it is a kind of slow tech, but we are using... I mean, it looks like we're only using half of the red science. All of these red science assemblers are just... Okay, so I think we need to expand labs as well. I think that's going to be the first, I guess, second or third destination of the Calamity Tram today. Yeah, other things that happened in between, we kind of extended a bit of road here. We gave ourselves some more coal mining. We have extended the power grid because doing all this stuff with all these labs is a bit of an issue. But we do need something... Yeah, this is now ingesting gears in one way, and like this is slightly different, whatever. And we do want to be upgrading all of these assemblers as well, but I think we still go and... Because I don't know if we've got... Yeah, we've got this situation where we're putting labs on a belt because it fitted nicely there, but we actually don't want to be throwing labs off into the assemblers. You can have all the science. Give me these things. We are just not making assemblers because assemblers don't get sticks. Where are sticks? Sticks are all the way over here. This is... So this is not going to work at all, is it? We actually need to... We need to have coils here and not actually use that box at all. Okay, so this... I do like the idea of having a box of coils somewhere so that we can handcraft anything that needs coils. We are going to worry about... Okay, first of all, you just get back to building all your stuff. And then we need to shuffle this over, we need to shuffle not those two over, we actually need to shuffle the assembler over. Everything else here can move to the left, which is good, because we kind of need, yeah, these here, and then somehow power. Yeah, that's all going to work just fine. That's going to work fine as well, but I think we are going to attempt to... Yeah, we're gonna feed the inserters for a box for a while. Doing the inserters without green signs consuming them is like massively throwing off my sense of how many assemblers we will like use and continue to need and that kind of stuff. We did want to, yeah, putting things back, automating things badly wrong is cool. Not, maybe it was there. No, it was yeah, because we wanted a box to be able to have 2 stacks of engines in it. You are also the wrong assembler. So do not take the labs, you want to keep the labs, have everything else you want, and then these guys need to go underground, like so. Did you need anything else from this belt? No. Grenades, labs, we've got all the labs, we've got a lot of grenades in here as well, so I think we have limited. Yeah, then we're going to have a lot of leftover things like assembler 1s because they don't upgrade into assembler 2s, which is going to continue to be weird. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so we've got inserters here. We're going to use a lot of inserters. We're not even really concerned about having a ton of them. We needed... That's... Yeah, when we eventually have more labs, but we currently just need a pile of labs to do the lab extension. The other thing is, yeah, we extended the power grid a little bit, and then we changed this coal supply. So we've got coal coming underneath the smelting and directing into the mall, and then 2 belts of coal coming out this way. We're still prioritizing the coal from the small patch. But the other thing is, yeah, this water level is not great, because we now have... I should have done this when we were zoomed out. We have a total of 34 boilers, which is going to be a struggle for these pumps in this layout. It is enough pumps, but we kind of need to do a thing where we have more underground pipes. Okay, so I put them on my help out. We could have known that we didn't have the things. Okay, so fortunately we should have underground pipes in a variety of places. We've got a box of them here because we want to do underground pipe things. We've got a box of pipes. Do we have a box of pipes? I don't know that we do have a box of pipes. We can have a box of pipes here because we... Actually, not there. That's not the best place for it. We want a box of pipes here because then we can have... If we ever do need to take pipes, a lot more things contributing to the pipe construction. We also don't have a box of green chips anywhere. I guess let's get that as well. Who knows what we eventually want to handcraft. And yeah, these guys are going to be using a lot of stone, that's fine. Maybe we... I don't know if we want to be making any more of this kind of power grid yet at all. Yeah, the timing of everything is still weird. Is that going to be... That should be enough. I think we mostly just needed more underground pipes. So a thing that will work more reliably is when the first pipe that sees the boiler is also the pipe where these connect. This is... I mean, fluid dynamics are weird, but this is a thing that seems to work, that speedrunners have tested, so I'm just gonna keep doing what they did as well. We're still fine, and this should... Yeah, this water supply is going up now, so... It was probably already stable, but also maybe it wasn't. I guess we could add a couple more on the end now. Do I have the boilers for that? Whatever, we're going to go do the lab extension first, because that's kind of a thing that needs to happen. Then, what else were we even planning on doing today? We kind of want to get through physical damage 2, and then I think, I mean, there's There's fluid handling, which is a big deal. We want to get on board with that. There's military science. We don't know how to make either of these things yet. There's eventually flamethrower, which is going to be a good way of dealing with biters long term going forwards. But we haven't seen mediums yet. And once we get damage 2, we're pretty happy about mediums. I think the thing we're actually going to do is solar power, which is also the reason why... Oh, we wanted to change these around as well, don't we? Also the reason why we kind of had some second thoughts about... yeah, it's kind of in the way of the road now, isn't it? I think there's not really a choice about that. There's still enough road to run down though, so it's probably fine. Yeah, reasons why we were wondering about how much regular fossil fuels power grid we wanted to create. Because the thing about solar power is it's a huge material investment that eventually pays off, but the thing is, in comparison to nuclear power, which is the other highly ecologically responsible power grid option, the solar panels, we can A, build them immediately, but solar panels are much more of a material investment as we are building a thing and less of a research cost. And in this playthrough, with the amount of science we've got going around, the science cost is the big thing. The material cost is like whatever we could set up a small mall and just have things take ages and not really worry about it. So I think solar panels could actually be a thing we do a lot of starting from even now. So that should add, you know, a bit more, probably not a whole lot more. To be honest, it's going to be a little sad. Yeah, I think solar panels could be a thing that let us get somewhere good quickly. I think we're going to get rid of all of these. We're going to get rid of... We're going to attempt to do this section better, and we're going to attempt to... Yeah, we can, in fact, even respect the road a bit here. Which is a thing that might help a little. We're going to need fewer assemblers overall. I think we needed... Everything is still connected? Yeah, let's upgrade these guys first, and then worry about exactly how much we need later. Because this recipe is 3 per second, so at manufacturing speed 1 we would be able to have 5 to fully consume a belt of iron. We only have building speed 7.5, so I think we're going to go with... Yeah, instead of 5 we're going to go with, I think, 7. I think 7 is going to do, but also we need more of them. We gave them all away. Yeah, we need to turn this automation back on because we kind of have all the labs we need now, but also you guys don't really need... Yeah, I've got a lot of them. Okay, let's just have a lot more. Fine. I got enough of them, yeah, it's fine. And then what are we even doing with all of these assembler ones? I do not know what we're going to do with these assembler ones. Maybe they turn into something else? Oh yeah, I think the other 1 or 2 things I wanted to do today were... yeah, so we've extended these labs and maybe that's using slightly more of it. In fact, let's start on fluid handling first, because or start on military science. Military science is smaller, so we're going to do that first. It's going to also run faster, so it's going to tend to empty out the labs, and then we can do the solar research. It's also, 30 seconds, whatever. Getting military science back is going to be nice, because that's also going to give us something else we might automate today. The question is, does this... Yeah, I kind of want to keep track on whether or not this fully empties the belt. In fact, I think the other way to do that is just, we're going to have more of these in here and see whether or not the last one gets used at all. And this was other reasons to upgrade the power grid, because we are now... I think the assembler 2s are better on pollution, but also worse on power grid. And then can we also... do I want these? I think I want this in... Yeah, that's much better. If we have to have... If we have to have an inserter in the middle of the road, may as well have it... Okay, that one's... Maybe we could all move this to the side a little? I was going to say, if we have to have some undergrounds in the middle of the road, let's make them very much in the middle of the road. That's all pretty awful. Oh well, and we did end up with some extra stuff there that we didn't want, or whatever. Yeah, just get in the boxes. It's fine. Okay, we have straightened some of this stuff out. Let's also attempt to straighten some of this stuff out because we can. This is... Whereabouts did... Yeah, and then a bunch of these assemblers are going to disappear. We're going to get a little more space that we're not really going to do anything with. We didn't disconnect the entire base, we just disconnected these gear wheels. So that's a thing we're kind of okay about. We can just like have... Yeah, just fix it with one pole. It's fine. So, where do we even... I think we do still have to send it to the other side, don't we? But... I think what we could actually do is, yeah, let's have the other... It's not going to fit there, we'd have to move all of that. I think we're going to move this over here. And we decided 7 each side was the number we wanted, wasn't it? Which is going to mean that this is not lane balanced. It's only going to end up partly lane balanced with respect to whatever else is falling out of the mall. So, yeah, backup iron supply is apparently how we're doing a bunch of this stuff. Never mind. I think this means we put... Yeah, that's definitely what we're doing. We're going to put more... We're going to put more road, conceptually road, through the middle of... Not there. Here. Yeah, so that one, this one is going to be 2/3 of a belt because we've got 2 full lanes of iron. This splitter won't do anything, but these guys will get a bunch, which the outside of this belt will be the one that is prioritized. Okay, that's really good. The top of this belt is the one that will be prioritized by the red science feed, so that's nice. And then, yeah, we just want all of this stuff to be a thing again. And I guess we try and redo this. I mean, we broke it a bit. It's probably fine. We are overall not concerned. A lot of those are gross. Sure. Are we actually making the base better or just less worse? I think any of those are things, options I'm okay with. Yeah. Bunch of inserters here, bunch of inserters in various places over here. We now have... Yeah, sure. Yeah, so that should be all of those gears back, nearly. Just notice that this guy here wasn't getting some. And then this space here, I think we are realizing we don't have any stone. I'm pretty sure we've got a box of stone down here somewhere. Yeah, give me some of... Okay, some of this stone. And then... I think we're going to maybe be using this several times. Is this the right size? Is this even a thing I needed to worry about? Probably not. Yeah, we're just going to have another path down here. We are going to attempt to keep this space clear so we can access stuff. Not sure whether or not that's going to be a big deal or not. Why don't we have... Okay, so we've emptied out... I mean, we nearly have... We need to do this section better. We are currently not getting a full belt of gears into the pipes. And then we're also not getting a full belt of pipes here. Or a full belt of assemblers here. We could do all of these with upgraded inserters as well. Are we going to? Unclear. Are we at least getting... yes, we are now inserter bottlenecked, and I think I noticed, yeah, we have another problem, which is, our consumption has gone down. We have fewer gears than we used to, which is a problem. Yeah, The issue is, again, the lamp-handed inserter situation. We need to make fast inserters for this section here to work with the upgraded inserters at all, because the inserters aren't keeping up. However, we need to go and do circuit network, which is another 20,000 items to be able to make red wire, to be able to make the fast inserters. Notice that I did not even check what it took to make red wire either. That will also be a surprise when we get around to that. So, somewhat disappointedly, we are going to be downgrading all of these assemblers and not really being super happy about it, but never mind. This should make, yeah, I mean, we did clear the space off the road, so I guess that's okay. We have, yeah, wait, was that 9 or 10? Because we need, yeah, we need 10 now that we are doing things with tier 1 assemblers. So things that continue to feel pretty bad. All of these will disappear again later, and then I think we also need, yeah, a couple more of them over here as well. Disappointment. Slow inserters, you will continue to be a little bit of a shame. Get this stuff out of my inventory. Get all these things I don't want out of my inventory. Sure, whatever. Okay, so that was... I mean, this bit is tidier now, and that's nice. I don't know that we're going to be upgrading them all at all, but that's just a thing we're going to do. Do we have the things I wanted? We have... I think that the answer to that is yes, because the other situation we're having is, yeah, we're not getting enough stuff from the Outpost, but we're getting some stuff. We are also not getting enough stuff here from the green ship's Outpost. So we're going to go down there as well. I think this was the, yeah, the other thing that I was thinking about doing today. I guess, yeah, this, yeah, we'll introduce the schedule when we're, you know, a chunk of the way through. We are making green chips down here, but we're not making enough of them. We kind of need a full belt for that to be value. The base over here is gone, but that's fine. We can mine more, but I don't think we need to mine more. I think it's just construction speed on these guys. And then after that, the rest of the plan was, yeah, this east side of the map, there's like patches and stuff, but it's not fantastic. In fact, it's a little bit disappointing in comparison to... Are we polluting these guys yet? Yeah, we're probably nearly polluting those guys. We don't have any defense over here. Some defensive positions here would be cool, but the thing we really wanted is, we noticed down here there's oil, copper, coal, iron, stone. This little section here has everything we want. Maybe not enough coal. We don't know if anything is made with coal yet. I guess we've got some more here that we could also bring over. But I think we want to secure this area. I think we want to push these guys back, maybe even these guys. These guys because they're here and attacking us, but we're not really worried about it. Actually, can we see any medium corpses yet? I think they're all small corpses. So I think that's the other thing we want to do today, is secure this area. Maybe even think about where we can bring a wall over or something. But it's going to be a mess long term. So those were going to be one of the two things we do today. I guess also let's have a look at Purple Science now we've got it. Iron ore, steam engines, walls. Okay, so we're going to need a lot of pistols. Steam engines and iron ore, actually kind of fine. I mean, how fast do these things craft quickly? Kind of quickly. Is it still just one of each? It is. So the construction time of the wall is going to be super helpful, because we get 2 military science out for each wall, which is going to be good. That's going to save us some production time. This is also a fast recipe, 2.5 seconds. But yeah, these guys are already made out of a lot of iron ore, so I think we're just going to get a lot more iron ore. I don't know where we're going to do a military science build. So we want to upgrade these assemblers, but the thing about that is we actually need to upgrade all of these assemblers, because this is air quotes well ratioed. These, I think, 1 stone every 0.5 seconds. I think this is going to be fine for inserter bandwidth here, maybe slightly slow. The reasons... Oh, you never had an inserter. Yeah, that'd do it. I think, however, on this section of the belt, we are going to struggle for inserter speed. And I think in order to get, because this recipe is super fast, right? Yeah, 0.25 seconds. I think in order to get the speed of things in and out, we are going to need to go double inserter in, double inserter out, and I guess this means we have another belt here. I guess that's how it's going to happen. I mean, we could even put... This also means we could put more on the inside, which might be a thing we want to do. In fact, I want to change this around because these are ugly. In and out and whatever. Okay, so we are going to have a potentially improved way of getting more green chips out, which is a thing that we like. We can also put more on the other side of the belt later, and in fact we can do this to sideload the green chips where we want to be, but also let any extra iron out, which is going to be the plan. And now we just need to put all of the things back. We still have this here, which is cool. Actually, we can have a power pole here. That's a... We actually can't have a power pole there. We need to have power pole on this side because these inserters have to reach the correct positions. And then also questions of do we actually need more on these belts now that that's not what I wanted. I wanted to queue that. Sure. Yeah, do we actually need more stone through here? But it is also still 1-to-1. Like, we should have half a belt of stone, as long as we're getting a half belt of stone through here. I think we are going to end up having... I think this might... Do we have... We don't have many belts. Yeah, I think this is going to be a time where we look at getting a full belt of stone back, and then also more green chips back, because we are also... Maybe we are making a full belt of green chips here. I don't know. I think we're going to kick this plan off and then not succeed and then worry about it later when it matters more. We're going to get a bunch more stone mining because we can. And then the other thing we should be thinking about was what? More iron ore was what we needed for military science, wasn't it? It was quite a lot more ore. Yeah, I think with this we're going to... Yeah, we're gonna expand this production. We'll need these green chips at some point. We are not concerned about that. I mean, that's some amount of... Yeah, I guess we've put all the stone miners we can fit down here. We also haven't been back here in ages because these guys don't even have walls. Okay, sure. So we've expanded all of that. I mean, are we... Yeah, we're not super... Maybe we're super worried about that. We do have some number of bullets and turrets, and we are making a lot of all of those things right now. So I guess we try and rebalance all of this ammo. We're not gonna get attacked over that side probably unless we get attacked from different places. Can we? Yeah, we don't actually have enough ammo to give all of these guys 25 per stack, do we? Bit of a shame. 19, 37, yeah. I did want to leave 25 in each of these. And we're going to get close to that, but not quite that, so whatever. And then, yeah, also a couple of walls, because we can. And then I think we are going to think about... Are we going to do that push to the side? I don't think we are. I think we are going to... Yeah, let's kind of separate these for no particular reason. That's going to be fine for a while, I claim. We should have more stone through all of these places. Actually, how many... 60? That's barely 2 belts of stone. Yeah, okay, whatever. We're going to do that. It's going to be fine. We do want a full belt of this back later, I think, but I also don't have the belt to do that yet, so I guess we are not. Yeah. What are we going to... Oh, we're going to need more... Yeah, we don't have space to smelt any of the copper, do we? Stand on this belt so we drift generally in the correct direction. We have all of this copper that we're not tapping yet, that we absolutely could. That would be fine. The thing is, we don't have all that much space to smelt much more copper. And then we also need stone, which is currently fully tapped. We should really be outposting a belt of stone here, shouldn't we? Because there's no copper... There's like this copper, but it's ages away. And then there's this expansion, which is also... and conceptually ages away. Yeah. So I think we are going to need that other belt of stone, because we are going to need to make the stone, to make the pistols, to make the wall we need, and then also how much military science do we want? Have we emptied out? Yeah, now we are green science limited because... Oh yeah, because we didn't actually fix the side loading on that belt either, so we're not getting as many undergrounds as we want in that direction. And then we are also just... I mean, we are making green science at the limit of which we can supply materials, which I'm, you know, kind of happy about. Yeah. I think we... Do we even think about military science yet? Like, how would we... If we are doing military science, can we do military science here? Let's slap down a couple of assemblers and briefly think about ratios, but not actually commit to building military science yet, because we actually don't need to. What was it? The parts we wanted were pistols into walls, and then steam engines, which I thought we were going to be fine for. We've now got a nice recycling option for all of the steam engines when we're done with them. That's pretty exciting. So how many of each of these? First of all, how many of these do we need? If we're doing how many assemblers is this on grid science? 50? I reckon we probably only need like 10 on military science. So let's suppose that each of these assemblers represents 10 tier 2 assemblers while we do this ratio work, because that's going to make things easier. We need... is that... Yes. That works out because this is 2.5 seconds and the red science is also 2.5 seconds, but these are... Yeah, that's 10 is actually going to be more than we need, isn't it? But we're going to worry about exactly how much later. We need one steam engine for every 2.5 of these guys, and the steam engines also craft in one, so... Is it 2 to 5? Yeah. So this will mean we need a steam engine, 2 steam engines per second, and this will... So yeah, this collection of ratios will give us 2 steam engines a second, and... Yeah, that's more or less right. Walls we need... walls are not limited. Walls are not limited by construction speed at all. We are limited by pistol speed. I guess you're getting out of the way here now. Because if we want 2 pistols a second, I think that's what we're looking at. Yeah, because we've got 2 of these. Pistols craft in 7.5 seconds. So... The thing we actually need to build is... We need this many assemblers on pistols for every this many on military science. And I think we're looking at doubling this as well, because these guys are slow, and they are also a lot of copper. This is a whole belt of copper. This is a whole belt of copper, half a belt of stone, that's intermediates. These guys are also taking a bit of iron ore, but not much. These things are... Oh, wow. I mean, I guess that's not surprised. We do have a 200 times recipe modifier. If we want to push out 2 steam engines a second, we are going to be looking at trying to push more than 2 belts of iron ore into that, which we don't have. I mean, we do have a lot of iron, we're using a lot of iron, but we don't have that much. Interesting. So I think what we're actually going to do is this is going to be a kind of direct insertion pattern, because getting this much iron ore into each of these assemblers is going to be kind of rough. And yeah, then we do, because this ratio is not too bad, 1 to 2.5, that's a decent ratio. We're okay with that. We're going to have more military science anyway. The main thing is going to be making enough pistols to make enough of these. That's going to be a thing we'll think about later, but we've got some other stuff to do in between. Like, the science is ticking along to the extent that it can. Yeah, let's proceed with the rest of the plan and secure this area of stuff. I guess also, I mean, we've got a lot of copper here, that can be a thing. Yeah, sure. Did we? Yeah, we visited down here, we did the thing down there, we didn't have the belt, we wanted to do that thing. We do want to make sure we have enough power poles and enough radar when we wander over to this crazy expansion with everything that we are now thinking about. We're going to try and keep this road a little bit clear. I mean, we've got enough space to walk down, that's fine. Military science is, I mean, a plan we're going to get to in a bit, but I still think we want other things first. We still want, yeah, a bunch of belt. One thing being attacked, it's fine. Yeah, we've got enough assembler. Do we have enough assembler 2s? Let's just keep banging out assembler 2s. Let's get rid of the stone and the random bits and pieces from our inventory. Yeah, walls. I mean, we've already got a bunch of walls, so that's nice. Actually, if we wanted to do combat stuff as well when we went out there. So give us some of those. Thing that destroyed. That's, yeah, we kind of wanted to go out there. We didn't necessarily realize we were going to get attacked in that direction. So, do we have mining drills? We have 19 mining drills. Okay, get more mining drills, get more assemblers, because we might need to put a bunch of stuff back. Got a lot of gun turrets, got a lot of bullets. Not super concerned about all of that, but a little disappointed. Yeah, because that is going to cut. It's going to be a little bit inconvenient. Did we bring? We do have furnaces. I did want a little thing that I did want that I think we're just going to tap in now, even while a bunch of stuff is beeping, is I would like an alternate power connection to this area. We're losing. Okay, so they've eaten all of the stone mining, and they're starting to eat the furnaces. It's probably, I mean, you know, good on them, I guess. I think they were also a selection of nests that I said, hey, I'm kind of worried about these biters attacking us, and they did, so good on them. I only got 20 fish, so yeah, because we wanted to redo some of the ways that this stuff worked as well, didn't we? But it wasn't here that we were particularly worried about it. It was... would you have... Yeah, we're going to need that there later. We're going to need this fixed. We are actually not really worried about this at all. The thing we should be fixing first is the... Yeah, we should be fixing the stone first. We didn't. Oh, well. Yeah, we're just going to throw a little bit of a belt balance in here because we can, even though we really don't need to at all. Oh, they only... Guys, I was just congratulating you on your prowess, and then you didn't even destroy all the miners. You destroyed a couple of miners, and then got bored and chewed on belts, so... I don't know... I feel like that was a giant misplay on your guys' part, but never mind. You are the biters, don't let me tell you how to bite, I guess. So yeah, do we just extend, because we do want to... I was thinking about walls over here. I mean, it's definitely these guys, isn't it? It's definitely those guys. Which is a bit of an issue because it means, you know, like, hopefully this smelting is enough to draw them in here, but there's still a chance that they'll swing in over here, and there's also a chance that I mean, this curve suggests we're not polluting this space, yes, but we do have to worry about defending this bit of the power grid, but we're not going to. The thing we're going to do instead is, down here, we set a thing up when we didn't have very many splitters, and as a result, I think the way we just do this is force everything onto the left, and then you just sideload, and now this belt should be full. Because we'll get more than half a belt here, and that will fill up this side, and then these guys will, yeah, we'll get a full belt of gear wheels, we get a bunch of pipes, it'll be fine. We should be, yeah, closer to a larger amount of stuff. We do have, so we no longer have splitters. We have spent all of our splitters. We also only have 45 grenades. Maybe we should have got some more grenades. Oh well. 'Cause yeah, the plan of pushing freeing up what we're thinking of as a big southwest expansion might need a couple more grenades than that, but also might need more gun turrets than this if we are planning on leaving a whole lot of gun turrets here, which we kind of are. I don't think we're getting anywhere near the coast, are we? I think I want to extend this a bit. Finally give that guy turrets for the first time. And then do I... This guy's in the way. I've just noted those guys swinging in over here, which I also don't think we have defended at all. So we now have several undefended positions, which is going to feel pretty bad. Yeah, we need to extend all of these positions and or push the bases that are throwing stuff at us. That's fine. You know, we handled it. They destroyed a couple of bits of belt. We did see some mediums, though, which is instructive. And then I think we lost a power pole, lost a couple of inserters, we lost a power pole here. So what is the best order of defending all this stuff? I think we've got to leave... Yeah, I think we do just have to leave a couple of turrets here, don't we? I don't think there's a way to not leave a bunch of turrets here. Let's leave a pile of wall around here as well. I don't see this position staying here very long at all. It's just hopefully going to catch whatever paths in there. We did also... Yeah, there was some weird stuff around this corner that we had to defend there as well, but I also don't want to. I think the plan is going to be push this forwards a little bit, and then also maybe build a bunker at the top. Yeah, and then probably go back to the mall to grab more things that we need to go and explore / secure the... Yeah, whatever we missed, that's fine. Yeah, this other western section. And also that all might be a little samey enough that maybe we do that in between. I think this is... Are we going to defend? I don't think we're going to defend that anymore, but I think we are going to take the ammo belt. I think we're going to presume that those gun turrets there are going to be capable of handling a thing. We're going to take the ammo belt because, you know, it's an ammo belt. We're also going to take the power, and we're going to do a couple of other 34 gun turrets left. Yeah, we are definitely going to need to go back to the mall for stuff. Yeah, we're going to do a little outpost here, a little defensive outpost a little further up in case they head towards the power grid. Then we're going to swing back towards the mall, and then we're going to wander back down here to and probably we'll pick this up as from about here, where it might get interesting as we are voyaging into the unknown, to try and claim this area and push some of these guys off this area. So yeah, time skips. The Calamity Tram stumbles and lurches into the future. We are now at this spot. I've done a couple of things while we were away. We've got a couple of bunkers over here. They're fed from the same ammo belt because it was there and I wanted to keep the ammo I had, you know, whatever. I do need more fish. That's going to be a thing. That's kind of not in the direction we're going, really. The science is still just kind of ticking along. In fact, let's check what those numbers are after I talked about wanting to get as high as... Yeah, we are not really... I mean, we're still in the 480 region. I guess we're just not making enough stuff. We just need to make more stuff. But we are at least... We're not fully consuming that stuff. We just need to... Yeah, we did boost the iron mining a little, because we weren't... The iron patch is starting to run out. So we've tapped some of this stuff in. Oh, we haven't tapped that stuff in. That was extremely silly. This stuff is going around the outside. I guess we didn't completely fix that problem at all. That feels pretty bad. Oh well. Yeah, and then this belt of coal is now full. We put some more miners over here because I decided that a thing we were actually going to do is take some of this coal south, because we might need it over here, maybe. Like, there's some coal, but there's not a lot of coal. These cliffs are also going to be awkward in this building space. In fact, I think we need to go forwards and down. And yeah, these are the kinds of attacks we're dealing with now. Oh, that's why they're hitting this weird bit, because they are just going around the cliffs. I think the plan to fortify this corner better, and yeah, they're occasionally attacking underground belt and stuff like that. I think the plan to fortify that corner better is to just go and destroy all their homes. I think that's straight up what the plan is going to be, because we are thinking about basically having all... Wait, okay. We should be thinking about having all the space. That means we should also be taking power so that we can do things on the space. It's going to be important. Yeah, let's not get in the way of where we might eventually put pump jacks. There is just like this weird situation of somewhat long-term planning, in that I'm thinking about where... Because we know this run is going to take a long while, but also that we have... This looks like a decent space to... I mean, do we actually just going to leave it there for the moment, because we don't know... Now we're going to run it down to at least over here. Whatever. Yeah, because we don't know what we need to build stuff. We don't know what materials we need. This spot down here, in this general direction, looks like it's going to have basically everything we might want, but I don't know what it is that we actually want. Should we go push those? I mean, if we're already at might mediums... If we're already at mediums, should we also just go and not worry about hitting... Yeah, I think that's as far as we're going, and then we're going to build stuff back in this direction, but maybe we're building smelting here, but we've also got... Yeah, it's not a great coal. I'm probably happy that we have obtained this additional source of coal that we might find useful, but we also haven't got any more fish, so doing this all with not very many fish could be... Yeah, we've got reduced amount of water. Can we... Yeah, I reckon we can still do that. It'll be fine. Yeah, radars in an advanced position because we can. In fact, I think we want to... Yeah. 50 guns, because I want to leave... We've got 5 radars, as it turns out. I just want to scan a bunch of stuff. But I also want to leave some Actually, is that worth it at all? I don't think it's worth it all, because the size of attacks that are coming in are not... Like, I don't want to leave... I don't want to leave enough guns to sort of hold off attacks of that size. So we are going to run this power down to, you know, these are all these resources we are going to claim, and they're like millions of resources. 45, 51. Wasn't even looking at the numbers. These numbers are huge. Wall. So these aren't going to run out for a while, but also we're going to get, you know, not as many belts of stuff over here as would be useful, in the sense that these guys don't have any worms. That's such a bad decision. Poor strategy. Because someone will run up and do this kind of stuff, and then you don't have any homes anymore. And if you only had a couple of worms, it still would have gone super badly for you, but you wouldn't have felt quite so bad as the tram just rolling up and dropping gun turrets right in your face. Oh, we probably should have put some... Yeah, like this is better, and these guys have even got medium worms. Should I be taking this seriously? Yeah, we're still going to need to push both these bases, but we're going to decide what we need to do with this first. Yeah, I'm not... Especially with... Okay, yeah, especially with only 20 fish, I am no longer sure that this is a great idea. So we are going to bravely run away. Yeah, sure, whatever. Maybe we can let these guys stay if we get flamethrowers in time, but flamethrowers are going to take ages. I think these nests are close enough to spawn to definitely not be medium worms. These guys are also going to go away. I mean, we are already polluting those bases. This actually might get attacked. But I think we're going to do the other thing I was thinking about, which is, like, we don't know what we want to use these materials for. Like, we don't know what we want to outpost back. Trains are still... Like, we definitely want trains, but we've got to go through logistics. We've got to get through the automation and all that kind of stuff. We don't know what parts we need for all of that. But the thing... Oh, yeah, we was going to leave... At this point, do we leave defenses to defend these positions? Water here is probably not going to be super useful. It's probably going to be another little lake, because those are the map settings we've got. Yeah, the radars over here are probably going to die. The radars over here, do I want to leave some... I mean, I have 50 gun turrets, so we're going to leave some kind of defense. And maybe we get these back later, maybe we don't. I don't really even mind. Because the other thing I was thinking about doing today, before realizing that military science might be in our range, because it kind of is now, is... Yeah, probably we're going to come back to that. Yeah, we still do need logistics too, because we need the car and all that stuff as well. Yeah, we've got basically all the resources we want, but I don't know if this here is going to be enough space for the thing that I want to do. So we might... Actually, is this a cliff? If that's a cliff, then there's not going to be much space there either. But also, if we're blueprinting stuff, then it kind of won't matter. And I guess we can start to describe the first kind of super long-term plan that we're thinking about. Actually, we could just build over the stone. We've got 5 other patches of stone right here. Maybe we don't need that stone after all. And we've also got other stone. Building over patches feels pretty bad, but never mind. Let's just check that everything is still running. It is. Actually, we've got a lot of red signs. Can we just... It's not even... Yeah, let's just fill up the rest of the labs with the green science. We'll back up the green science a bit. We'll push through the red science. Shooting speed is still a thing we need. Wall is not a thing we care about. The plan for long term is... This, if we can get all the stuff in, is 900 science per minute, and I don't think that's going to be enough to do, for example, where's Rocket Silo? 200,000 science. That's just gonna... I'm gonna be disappointed by that. So I think what I want to do is have a repeatable module of something like this, but not this much, because 900 per minute is a bit annoying to figure out how to get all the inputs in. But if we took, say, like, how many is this? 60? If we took, say, 20 labs worth, let's do it from the other side because we can get the science as well. if we took 20 labs worth of that much and just to slice through all of this, then this thing here is a block of processing which will give us, yeah, a little more than, yeah, because how many, we clipped out a sixth of them, didn't we? We've got 60 on green science and then 110, so yeah, so 50 on red science. So we, going down to 20, we can take out 3 of these guys on red science. So the plan here is that I want to think about a blueprint like this, which doesn't need to be as complicated now because we don't need to get as much stuff in. Like all of these things in the middle of the green science can disappear. Aiming for 300 SPM for a little module also means that we don't have to be quite so careful about supplying stuff with trains because we don't need to get permanently a full half belt of stuff. We just need to get... and then this can go... Yeah, we just need to get a decent supply of stuff that isn't necessarily yeah, like our train stations get a whole lot easier. So the plan is going to be, yeah, I'm not even sure which direction it comes up, but we want to ghost all of this because we don't think we're actually going to build it here, he said, and then built it there. But if we have, so this is less than a whole belt of both kinds of processing, which is important. That one can go away. All of these can slightly simplify because the plan is going to be we've got rail on the hotbar because we're definitely doing stuff with a rail base. I haven't decided exactly how yet. Not like that. But I kind of want to orient this somehow with respect to a rail base, of which I am not even sure how yet, but there's a lot of time to think about that. And have modules like this that will have train stations for everything we need, so we probably can't have this here. But then also figuring out which materials we bring in by train, because some of the processing probably happens here. Gears probably don't, chips probably don't, copper won't, underground pipes also probably not, because they're just easier to do at a patch somewhere, especially when we've got stone right next to iron. So I think we want to, yeah, take this as a block of stuff that will do 300 SPM-ish, and also the labs to do 300 SPM-ish, and then situate this inside some kind of rail grid, and then as we get other kinds of science, maybe even military science, like how many? 17? I reckon for 17 we can get by with like 5 on military science, but build like that many, but then also figuring out, yeah, building a small and somewhat repeatable rail block of a decent bunch of science, like 200 science per minute. So when we get construction bots, we can drop this in a variety of places, possibly over here because there aren't all that many resources over here, to escalate. How's green science doing? Is green science all backed up? Green science is all backed up. Yeah, we don't really care about shooting speed. We just wanted to, sure. Yeah, have several of these modules around so that when we get, say, purple or when we get, say, yellow, we can build it into the existing rail grid and then drop it into the other blueprints. And I think that's also what we're going to do with these materials, because this will allow us to get more stuff out here. This is kind of rambling because I'm not really sure where we're going with this yet. Like, I don't even know that I want to do this now. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we... this is all... It's all over here. How are you guys doing for damage? Yeah, you're fine. These guys are also taking hits. Those positions are doing what we need to. Okay, so... Got to figure out... Yeah, I think we're going to do a little slip in the time stream again, wander back to the main base, and think a little more about how to get military science, because that's going to be a thing we need to do slowly. Yeah. The Calamity Tramp shudders and stumbles into the future. We are back here. We also went to this outpost again and changed this around a bit. We've now got more green chips coming back. We can have even more stone processing happening. I don't know if we're going to need all of this. We actually need... You actually need more. We need more miners down there. Oh, well, we've got nearly 3 belts. It's all working well enough, I guess. And yeah, that stone we can use for military science because we need it for a couple of things. Yeah, we should put more iron miners down as well, shouldn't we? Yeah, we were going to come back here and think about how we were going to line up the military science. And I think it's going to end up being deceptively simple because we've just got like some walls, we've got a whole ton of pistols which need a lot of copper. We're gonna have to figure out, mainly it's going to be how do we smelt this copper. We've got like additional stone arriving now. More coal mining we can do, more iron mining is also going to be tricky, and then the sticks are also coal. The sticks are also coal. So, yeah, I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know how... Well, I also don't know how this is going to integrate into the... Can we do smaller module things to expand more later? That's all going to be a mess as well. These guys we haven't pushed. We probably should because it's getting a bit spicy and there's like a couple of walls that are close to not being particularly happy. But yeah, let's think about military science first. We're going to go with this kind of plan. And these are all 1 and 1 and 2, aren't they? So it might just be as straightforward as here's a belt. Oh look, we automated a thing. Yeah, and then this also just needs... How fast are poles made? 2 in... Oh, they're super fast. So we could have iron and coal. We're going to need a full lane of iron. So we're going to need full lane of iron, lane of coal with coal on one side and sticks on the other. It's still quite a few sticks. 16 sticks in 1 second. We are going to struggle to get enough sticks in there as well. I think this is really going to be an insert unlimited thing, isn't it? We're going to need 1. Yeah. I think we're just going to go and do not that kind of thing, but this kind of thing. 40 elements on one side. Yeah, I think we can line it up like this with iron ore on one belt and coal and poles on another belt. But we are still going to be... This is so bottlenecked. I don't think that's going to be what we do at all. I think what we need to do is have both of these be belts of iron. Is that sensible? I mean, because we are talking about fully consuming 2 belts of iron with a build that is, yeah, not that much bigger than, in fact, yeah, this size, and fully consuming 2 belts of iron. So maybe this is not... I mean, it's still pretty silly, but then how do we get the poles in? Okay, yeah, maybe we should go and deal with those guys as well. I think we deal... Yeah, those were... I was wondering if this coal feed would catch these guys. Apparently it didn't. These guys have all run into the middle of the build. Yeah, good job. Okay. That probably strikes me as a suitably calamitous time to call this episode here, even though we didn't really come up with any conclusions about military science, because I've got some stuff to rebuild here. We've got to put these labs... Do I have labs? I don't have labs. We've got to put these labs back as well. No big deal. Yeah, and then I think I might have a think about how I want to do the layout for this military science, and then where the military science can go, and where we're going to get iron from. Are we just bringing back another belt of iron to turn into steam engines for military science? Coal is less of a concern. We've got a pile of coal, and we've only got... Yeah, we've only got a bit of iron left, so... I mean, places where we would enjoy having trains, but we don't have trains. Actually, they didn't break the science belt, did they? If they did, we fixed the science belt, so we're super not concerned about that. We also put both of these back, and yeah, that's all fine. Yeah, I'll have a bit more of a think about this layout, a bit more of a think about, because it might be that, yeah, I think it's going to be something super silly. I think it's going to be something like poles here, these guys just underneath, and then I don't even think we can do double inserters. I think we would have to do fast inserters here. Can we... Maybe we just spread it out the other way. Because the idea was... Yeah, maybe even... Probably not inserters like that, but like... I guess inserters here and then some kind of belt thing that did this and more inserters here, but then... There's like fitting the power in here is gross, and also I think the theme here is these are going to be fast enough that we just don't care, and we're just going to do another build like so. How many do you guys... You only need... You can actually get by with probably just one fast inserter, if we can actually get fast inserters, which we don't. Because we only need, even if we're maxing out the 6 long-handed inserters, like, yeah, this kind of build is going to be massively inserter limited, just because of how fast all these recipes are, which is going to be weird. But, yeah, we don't have fast inserters. Even one fast inserter here is not going to keep up with the rate at which we want to push sticks in, so maybe we want to do sticks here, double fast inserter, breaking all of these up so that we actually have a little gap every 2 so that we can fit everything in. And then this also means that we can do double long-handed here into a belt of coal, which I think... Power pole there, power pole somewhere else, because this... Yeah, then this weird section might tile. It might tile like... Not like that. Actually, these can... Yeah, these can go like so. Not there, it's going to be here. Yeah, because then we might have some kind of weird tiling thing. And we're going to be inserter bottlenecked in a bunch of places. We're going to need to get 2 more belts of iron. We got iron and coal. We've kind of got iron and coal over here. And we also did just boost this iron. So maybe we send back... Maybe we send back a belt of steam engines. Maybe that's where we pick it up next time. Putting a bunch of things out on that same kind of western outpost. In fact, yeah, that's a whole lot better, because that would be half a belt of stuff we would be sending back instead of multiple belts of iron and coal. That's going to be a whole lot easier to manage. Can we... We can't really... Yeah, we need more stone, we need more copper, we don't have that to the west. Yeah, things that are continuing issues. We're kind of doing long-term planning because we want to build large enough to not have to worry about it for a while. Calamity train things. That's how the Calamity tram works.